Hello, it is February 7th, 2017. We have our very best friend, new best friend, my best friend and your best friend, Nigel Farage.
Farage.
We were told it's pronounced Farage.
Farage, even though it's not spelled that way in America, looks like it's far. F-A-R.
Farage.
Farage.
That's how we say it
I
here
mean,
in
it's
America.
close enough that we got the Aj.
Yeah.
Okay? We have like a barbaric language over here. Okay, so we promised you, wherever we can, we want to bring you Nigel Farage because he is our new favorite. And yours, I see as well. So let's get into this interview to which he explains why Britain left the EU, and this is an American, obviously, Fox Business interview. For us Americans, we get to see Nigel Farage on our... Farage! On our television.
Company's our link across the pond.
Wait a minute.
I want to introduce a very special guest, Nigel Farage. We call him the Brexit guy. He has a special relationship with Donald Trump and he's our link across the pond. Nigel, can you bring it down to earth for us? Because I think we've missed something. Why is it that the Brits left Europe? Why is it that in America we voted for Donald Trump? The tea leaf readers got it completely wrong, the pollsters were wrong. What's going on that we haven't figured out yet?
Well, it's called a political revolution, and 2016 was the beginning of that revolution, and believe me, it is not going to go away, and it's because people have had enough of politically correct politics that doesn't believe in anything, doesn't say anything, and frankly is there to support big business against the interests of ordinary people.
And
when you add to that, in the case of our country, open door immigration and the risks of terrorism, are you surprised that people wanted change?
Any second thoughts in Britain about Brexit? I mean, have some Brits got buyer's remorse?
No?
No.
Quite the opposite. Actually, the opinion polls now show that a significant number of people voted Remain because the Chancellor told them their house price would collapse. That hasn't happened. And you know something? There are also some people out there who are genuine Democrats who respect the vote and say, let's get on with it. Unlike the people protesting in Fifth Avenue who can't grow up to the fact that Trump is now the US president.
Now, the Speaker of the British House of Commons says that Donald Trump should not be invited to speak to the House of Commons, to Britain's Parliament. Listen to this for a moment, Nigel.
As far as this place is concerned, I feel very strongly that our opposition to racism and to sexism and our support for equality before the law and an independent judiciary are hugely important considerations in the House of Commons. I am even more strongly opposed to an address by President Trump in Westminster Hall.
Now, I'll get to Nigel in a moment. On the left-hand side of your screen, you see Vice President Mike Pence arriving on Capitol Hill. He's going to go straight into the Senate chamber, where he will cast the deciding vote, which makes Betsy DeVos the Education Secretary. You're watching a little history here. I don't know how many years it's been since a Vice President had to cast a deciding vote in a nomination process. In fact, I'm told it's never happened before. Never happened before. You're watching a little history in this live-action presidency, live-action news. There it is. It's happening. He's going to the Senate. He will cast his vote momentarily. As you're watching that, let me get back to Nigel. We just heard the Speaker of the British House of Commons, Nigel, say Donald Trump, President Trump, not welcome here. Does he represent any sizable chunk of British opinion?
There's a bigger point than that, if I may. That as Pence goes into vote, that is democracy in action. But for democracy to work, you have to have arbiters. And the Speaker of the House of Commons, going back to the 1200s, has always been neutral. That is the job of the Speaker. What Bercow did yesterday was to breach those bonds of neutrality, to insult the President of the United States of America, and to be the biggest hypocrite I've ever seen in my life. This man had the North Koreans for tea in his apartment. They're okay, and Trump is not. He is a disgrace and he represents a minority view in my country, I'm pleased to say.
But it does mean that President Trump will probably not address the British House of Commons, because the Speaker can say no, and he did say no.
Well, there's been a change this afternoon. So Lord Fowler, who is the chairman and the Speaker of the House of Lords, has managed to get John Bercow to apologise for him, because he can't speak for one house. If the President comes, he would speak to both houses, the Commons and the Lords together. And the Speaker of the Lords has got Bercow to apologise, not for insulting Trump, but for misusing procedure, and the Speaker of the House of Lords says he's open-minded, so maybe the game is back on. But frankly, the sooner we're rid of a Speaker like this, the better. I have to say, in previous times, a Speaker who behaved like this would have been dealt with very robustly indeed.
I consider it is live-action news on both sides of the Atlantic, and we're right in the middle of it. Nigel Farage, and right here. Nigel, thank you very much indeed. Very important.
He's always so chipper. I love his facial expressions. Even when he's talking about anything, he just seems so happy.
And you will notice the lack of curse words coming from his mouth, which means that his vocabulary is very robust indeed. I love that he used that word.
I know.
My gosh.
My favorite Nigel Farage is, oh no, no, no.
Oh no, no,
I
no.
can hear him say that over and over again.
All right, so in just a minute, we are going to come back with the Mike Pence vote for Trump's education. Unless you want to just do it right now.
Appointment. No, we'll do it.
All right, we'll do it in a minute. This is Leah Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks,
Poke your sister
where it's not a conspiracy theory. If it's the truth, don't forget to like and subscribe to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks. And don't forget to find us on Facebook, where we can interact with you on a daily basis. And come back for more, because you know that you want to.
That was quite awesome.
I was cold all alone. No place for